Can I touch grass on every available Hive map? The rules are simple. You play a map, you touch grass, you move on. And not every single map has grass, so this is going to get very interesting. So loading directly into the server, we are met with our first map, the hub itself. Now the variations of the hub are going to change because this is the lunar hub, but we're just going to go ahead and touch our very first pieces of grass. And just to get this out of the way, yes, we are going to go ahead and touch some grass in the arcade, just so we can get this out of the way before we forget for later. So starting off with our first minigame being SkyWars, where we can immediately go ahead and touch some grass, and maybe some flowers with it. So starting off with Bouquet, if that's how you say the map, where we have a bunch of grass right in front of us, all around, where we can just go ahead and touch this specific patch, for whatever reason, I guess. So next up we have Woodpine, and wow, that's convenient. We spawn right above grass. So basically we're just gonna go ahead and touch grass without moving at all. I guess I'm just that lazy. And now we have Ivory, and wow, that's some trickery. The game decides to spawn me above clay. I know what blocks are grass and which one is not, so this is gonna be easy, and I'm just gonna assume that this is grass. I believe it's time to balance on some grass, because this next one here is balance. We have a ton of grass here, and maybe a few dirt along the way. We're just going to go ahead and touch this, and wow, that ore is not looking too good, isn't it? As the name implies for this one, I don't think this one's really too wild or too woody, because this is wild wood. It just seems like a bunch of structures, and also a ton of grass. Next map is, if this is how you say it, Monastery, and wow, there's no grass blocks on here at all. But luckily, these actual grass pieces do count as touching grass, so that's a nice save. You see, buddy, when we're here in the volcano and we're really just bored, we just like to go and mess around with Mother Nature outside of stone. Mainly, we just like to touch grass that just hasn't caught on fire yet. See, I don't know why there's a map dedicated to the name Pillars. I'm not going to judge how the hive is, but there is no grass. Yeah, surprisingly, there's no grass on this map entirely, therefore making this map the first map where there is no grass at all. See, this isn't your average village in the sky. This is just, your complex village that, villagers definitely did not make. They're not smart enough to make any of this in the sky, but whoever made these definitely thought about grass. Violet Keep, where there's a map that is named after violets, but there's no violets. Except we just have a bunch of grass that we just fall onto. Yeah, good name, Hive. Since SkyWars Kids is basically the same as SkyWars, we're going to be skipping that and moving on directly to Treasure Wars, where we can touch some grass. Yeah, there's a lot of Treasure Wars maps. We're going to be here for a while. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually surprised that there's not even a single map on the Hive that is dedicated to bees. Damn it. Well, okay then. Be honest with me here. Why would you think a facility would ever have grass? I mean, sure, it could take place in like a field or something, but clearly this map's not the case. So yeah, no grass. Sway, flay, may, pay, because this map doesn't even have any grass. But we're gonna count ferns as grass because, yeah. I hope this counts. Time to get some knowledge in, because this one's library. Not really much of a library, as this is all separate buildings, but there is a ton of grass, which is nice. Arrow or arrow, the one that you shoot with? We're just gonna touch grass so we can move on. This name's weird. Speaking about Mother Nature, we have a map completely dedicated to mushrooms. I wish Minecraft could add more mushroom blocks, that would be nice. The neighborhood. A wonderful place where I can just go ahead and mow my lawn whilst touching grass at the same time. Oh, hi, neighbor. Yeah, you're weird. Don't talk to weird neighbors. Oh hey, it's winter now. It's too bad there's no grass that we can touch on this map. Yeah. 6 more weeks of winter, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, we are in the castle area. Time to see grass. So we just went from winter to spring to, well, basically summer now. No more grass here. Yeah. Except dead bushes, but those don't count. Very typical. Well, this isn't the fall I was looking for. And there's also no grass. I hope this counts as grass. Maybe we could get lucky twice in a row? Please? And we're back to the overworld where we can continue to go and touch some grass. Yeah, don't judge me, sir. Here we are under the sea. Time to go and touch some seagrass. It's now time to find the mystery of the murderers. And maybe some grass too. Because it's time for some murder mystery. And immediately we're off to a bad start as we get Toy House. I do not think that there is any grass on this map whatsoever, and you cannot even doubt me at all. I'm assuming that, the bushes over there, those don't really count as grass, but I don't think there's any grass on this map at all. Oh. Well, there you go. And here we are in the Museum of Grass. Well, that was a lucky spawn. It kind of varies depending on the map, but whatever. Who else agrees here that if you say that this map sucks, then you're just bad at the game? Well, that's not the grass, that's for sure. Alright, actually telling the truth here that there is actually no grass in the warehouse. I don't understand why, but, gotta have some fresh air somewhere. Oh, fantastic game. Welcome to the probably most ugliest hotel I've ever seen in Minecraft, ESO Hotel. Now, I understand what ESO Hotel stands for, but for some reason it has a lot of grass. Now, who in the right mind would invite us to this place? It's a witchery area that, it's just filled with weird stuff that you probably shouldn't touch. Minus grass, of course. And here's the remnants of some sort of civilization. Thank God they left grass here. And here we are in the better version of Plasma, where there may look like there's no grass anywhere. There was some there, but I can't reach it. We just need to go over here so we can just find ourselves some grass. There's some grass there we just saw. We're just going to parkour over here. And we're going to jump onto this red brick wall, and then jump on this wall. And then we're going to the grass. This is pretty cool. I wonder who actually built this spaceship, because this map is spaceship. And for some reason they have an outdoor area. Either they have to breathe air, or they just have it here for experiments. I don't like where this is going. Red, yellow, blue, 3 cubes makes the 3rd cube, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna make that joke again. We're just gonna touch grass. Wait, am I forgetting something here? Oh yeah! Speaking of maps I forgot, we have the replay cinema. Now, this place is filled to the brim with props and fake setups, and there could be fake, I think there is fake grass. If I could just come over here. There is fake sets, and, well, there's fake grass right there. That doesn't really help our case for touching real grass. Oh, wait a minute, is that grass? Wait, there's grass up here. Wow, I guess this one piece just saved the day. Next up, we have Just Build, and, well, this is going to be very easy since there's only, 2 maps. The first one here, I thought there was grass, but nope. I guess the game says screw you instead. Here we are within the game itself, and wait a minute, there's no grass here at all. What are you talking about? Why are you covering this game if there's no grass at all? Well, you'd be wrong actually, there is grass the whole time. It's just in my inventory. Just place some down, and there you go. You thought that was it for PvP? Nah, we're gonna move on to capture the flag. And first we're gonna touch some grass in the lobby. Now we have to deal with the issue once again being frozen in place at the very beginning of the game. This is Empire, by the way. And we're gonna go over here and touch some grass. well, technically moss, but it still counts as grass. Alright, so this is Altera, and right off the bat, it looks like there's not much grass here at all. So we're just gonna go over here and touch this fern instead. On this weird pot. I don't know how it could actually grow out of that, but don't blame the logic. Alright, and now we have the mines. Kinda weird how Capture the Flag map takes place within a mine, but because of that and we're underground, there's no grass to be seen at all, unfortunately. Why would there be grass at all? I don't know. Ashram, another weird map with another weird name. I have no idea how the Hive comes up with these names. But luckily over here we just have a couple of patches of grass that we can just go ahead and touch. Let's go camping! Well, I guess it's kind of a war between red and blue within camping. Not really much of a camp, except you just have to touch grass first. Don't you always have to do that? I can't tell if this is some sort of sea map or some sort of, lake map, but this is a lagoon, and here's some grass immediately. Yeah, we're not going to see anything else here. Moving on to orcs, and this is yet another weird map. So it takes place within an alien planet. This kind of reminds me of Halo, but as you can see, there is no grass to be seen anywhere because it's an alien planet. I like how it merges red and blue to be purple. Maybe we can go after each other and be friends. Who knows? Moving on to our next minigame, where this is actually kind of convenient. It's hide and seek. Trying to seek for grass while it's hiding. One of these could be a living block. Who knows? Does anyone want some assistance in here? No? Well, here's some grass anyways. To be honest, farming is not my greatest thing, and I'm just not really interested into it, but what I am interested in farming is to get grass. What do people use grass material for? Yes, the infamous Chinatown. I've seen this map way too many times, so we're gonna go ahead and touch some grass, and maybe some flowers too. Maybe these are the violets of Violet Keep. Oh, great. It's the only thing that's stopping me from touching grass as fast as possible, becoming Starting Seeker. I'm not trying to go for a 15 kill game, so I'm just going to go and just kill a few people and then just touch grass as fast as I can. Those barriers extend for a long time. They definitely thought about block stacking in this game. But we're going to go ahead and kill this birch planks right here. Oh, and I missed. Well, that was embarrassing. Do not watch that back. But we're touching grass anyways, which was our main objective. And here we have a lucky spawn within the infamous Sunset Terrace that is pretty much underlooked, in my opinion. Probably because of its lots of grass. And here's another heavily underlooked map, but we're just going to move on. Wow, that was really fast. Yes, my favorite map in all hide and seek, Nexus. There is barely any grass on this map, but here's the barely any spots, because spots, and this is the only spot where grass can actually be. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Hacienda, I can definitely see how this is underlooked. The spots aren't very good, but the grass spots are. Oh, now this is my kind of map right here, a runner map. And where I can run towards some flowers and some grass. I think I just killed that flower. Whoops. And now we have Kingston, which we don't have grass immediately. We just need to put in a little more effort just to go get some grass. I'm starting to notice a trend right now with hide and seek. And how grass is so common. Now, what's the point of naming this map Plasma if it's not related to plasma? Here's some grass instead. Wait a minute, why is this office called Office? Because we already covered Office and Murder, and that had grass, but this one's basically the opposite and has snow instead. How am I supposed to get grass instead? Guess there isn't grass on this map anywhere. Oh. Well. I think someone's gonna be mad at me for that. But here's grass. Moving on to Talavera, and we have a really good spot here. The perfect fit just to hide on top of grass. As a note block. Who else gets the reference to this place? No? Well, alright. I guess we could just go ahead and touch grass instead. Or just play hopscotch. Alright, so moving on to our next game, we have Deathrun, and we spawn literally right around grass. That we can instantly touch, of course, right before we die. Is this technically the last thing we do before we die? Well, I guess touching grass was the last thing that we did, because we did spawn as death literally in our first game. We can use this as our advantage, as we can see the grass ahead of time if there is any. The problem with Deathrun is that it's super linear, so you're following a set path, trying to go and reach the end of the map. But if you encounter any grass along the way, I mean, that's part of the detail, but if you try to go and actually find grass, then maybe you're out of luck. Like, you see that right there? That's not grass. That's green concrete. And we have yet another reminiscent map thing called Relics. How many maps do we have that is based off of abandoned structures? I don't know. Let's see if we can find grass. And what do you know? We have grass right off in the corner. And here we are within a non-cavey looking cave. Now again, this is underground and you expect there to be no grass, and once again, there is actually no grass on this map. Unless we become a spectator and just fly out of the map and then we can touch grass. Completely forgot about this for a moment. Considering that this is an indoor map and we're not typically expecting any nature literally on the floor, I'm just going to assume right away that even if I am a spectator, we probably won't see any grass for real this time. This prison right here is so strict that apparently there is also no grass on this map. Yeah, prison's not very good. So I guess Venice is a full-on redemption from those two maps because we have grass literally right here with a flower on it. How generous. Well, Gardens is pretty much straightforward. We didn't have to go ahead and fall right onto the grass. Wouldn't say it's like SkyWars where you have to do absolutely nothing, but it's pretty much close enough. Moving on to Sub-Zero, and there is no grass. I already know this because I have checked all over the map in Spectator and in the actual game, but alas, no luck. Moving on to Village, and for a village in the overworld you expect there to be grass. Well, there is, we just have to travel a little bit off to the distance. And there we have it. Oh cool, I got death again. Well, I want to see if I can actually try to get grass this time. Let me actually get some kills here. Yeah, see look, there's a bunch of grass over there. Oh, never mind, there's some here. Oh, that's convenient. Next up, we have Survival, and I'm honestly not sure if there is any grass, but I'm just going to continue forward and see if there is any. I mean, it wouldn't make sense if there wasn't any grass. Oh wait, there's grass here. Hold on, we're safe. Yes, there we go. Okay, I don't care that I die. Stop. There. For some reason, this is the only poison trap that has this. And here is Seaside, and I'm honestly not sure if this one even has grass at all. Well, I mean, there is outside, but not inside. I'm gonna check anyways. And there we go. Right on the corner, we have some grass. And next up is Western, and as you typically expect, is a western desert, therefore there is no grass. I checked everywhere, nothing at all. And what you're expecting is, wait a minute, isn't this another desert area? No, but it's an alien planet once again, but there is no grass once again. And here we are back in school, and there is no grass in here at all. I was expecting there to be grass in here because, you know, some schools have pottery and stuff, but not this one. Guess the school's kind of cheap. And finally, we are at the zoo because we're taking a break from school because we all hate it, and there's a bunch of grass right in front of us, which is exactly what we want, so let's go ahead and touch this grass. Hopefully the guards don't kick us out. I feel like this minigame alone is just completely pointless to cover for grass, but this is Block Party. It takes place within some sort of studio, lab kind of building, But if there's no grass over here, then I'm just screwed. I think I'm just screwed. Moving on to an actual game here, we have survival games with a lot of survival grass. In a world where we're playing the Fallen Kingdom on survival games, we have to wait 4 more seconds for us to actually be released into the game. And so this guy instead go ahead and touch grass instead, and maybe a couple of flowers as well. The end, but not really. Yes, for some reason this map's called Blossom, even though it's based off of a either Chinese or Japanese styled way, but here's some grass anyways. Glad the Japanese or Chinese people have this, and Yes, for some reason this map's called Blossom, even though it's based off of a either Chinese or Japanese styled way, but here's some grass anyways. Glad the Japanese or Chinese people have this, and I may also steal that person's equipment anyways. I'm a jerk. Here on Flashpoint, and this grass looks ugly. Clearly this grass is a bit mucky or muddy, I can't tell, but it's still grass. Let's just touch it anyways. Mobius is another alien planet that we have to find grass in. Either that or there's no grass at all. Who could say? We're gonna find out in about 1 more sec. Too bad there's no grass, instead we have ferns. Glad they count. Finally, we have SG4, which brings us within a dirt pile and touch some more mucky grass. Ew. Moving on to another new minigame being Bridge. This one's basically another dud, just like Block Party, except this one actually has grass. Congrats! And here we go off to Ground Wars, and we spawn literally right in front of a house with a nice lawn to hopefully not make him mad and touch grass. In terms of this minigame alone, there is really not much grass on here at all because basically most of the map is half blue, half green, but the green doesn't really count as grass because I know grass is green, but most of these maps do not have grass, so we're just going to skip to the maps that do have grass. So this one is a nope. The Inferno is also a no. Nope. Wait a minute. Oh my god. There's grass! There's actually grass in this minigame! Well, that's one map! And going on to our final minigame on this list, we have Block Drop, not to be confused with Block Party. And we could go ahead and jump down right here and touch some grass, and also some flowers, again. And as we typically expect from another underwater map, we have no grass, unfortunately. Fun fact about this minigame, did you know that as a spectator, you can literally go underneath the water in some maps and just instantly get out whilst flying underneath? Because, as you can tell, there's already barriers around, but flying underneath here, then we're basically out, and we can find ourselves some grass. And I'm going to choose this random patch because why not? And we're back to another very similar minigame where we can do basically the same thing, but this time the grass is a lot closer. So let's go ahead here, fall all the way down with also a heart trail. And wow, I don't know why a lot of people are dying. And then we could go ahead and touch this huge patch of grass. Wow, they do not know how to mow. And for flowers, you can basically do the same thing. We can just jump off, but the water, this may be an issue. The water is 1 block deep. But thankfully the barriers do not cover the entire water area, so we can still touch grass. And because this is another indoor map and you typically expect there to be nothing on there except just a black carpet, there is no grass that we can actually touch. Now that we're finally properly into the end game, there should be some more grass on here, right? I mean, there's snow, and we can get out of the map, so I guess we can explore, and hopefully you can find some grass from there. Well, I don't even want to know how this is still alive, and I don't care. We're touching grass. And finally, the last map being Abyss, and there is no grass in here at all. And I don't really care because, oh my god, that took way too long just to touch grass on every available map.